What is an organizational structure? What exactly do we mean by the team organizational structure? Well, the term organizational structure means that we can consider in some ways a business like an automobile. All cars have engines, wheels, fenders, and other structural components. They all have passengers. They all have their climate compartments, storage areas, various operating system, fuel, braking, and climate control. Although each component has a different purpose, it must also work in accordance with the other. In addition, although the ways they look fit may vary widely, all automobiles have the same basic components. Similarly, all businesses have common structural operating components, each composed of a series of jobs to be done, and each fit overall together differently, and they compose the working force and manage the environment of an organization. But in every organization, components have the same function and the departmental purpose. Each must perform its function while working in coordination with the other. Although all the organizations feature the same basic elements, each may develop the structure that is most appropriate for it. What works for Texas Instruments will not work for Shell Oil, Amazon.com, or the US Department of Justice. The structure of American Red Cross will probably not work according to Union Carbide or the University of Minnesota. We define organizational structures to be unique with different firms and different companies. They cannot be followed for all the other companies, but they have their own unique understanding, unique description. We define organizational structure as specification of jobs to be done with an organization and ways in which those jobs relate to one another. Well, what are the determinants of an organization? How is an organization structure determined? Does it happen by chance, or there are some logics for the managers to use to create such a structure? Does it develop by the combination of circumstances and strategy? Ideally, managers carefully assess the variety of important factors as they plan for them and then create a structure that allows the organization to function efficiently. Many elements work together to determine the organization structure, and among them are the organizational purposes, mission, and the strategy. A dynamic that very rapidly grows in a business enterprise, for example, has been achieved by the position because the true purpose and the successful strategies for achieving is that such a firm will need and contribute to the flexibility of the growth. A stable organization which has a modest growth will function best with a different structure. Size, technology, and changes in organizational environment also make the great difference. As we see it over here, that they are the key part. As such, it must be conducted with an equal awareness of both the external and internal environments. A large manufacturer opening company has done the great competitive environment, says an American airline, Hewlett Packard, HP, required competitive environment, and they had different structure than that of a local barbershop or video store. Moreover, even if we talk about the structure which has been created, it is rarely free from any tinkering. It keeps on improving. Since it was first incorporated in 1903, Ford Motors Company has undergone literally dozens of major structural changes in their culture of the firm, and there are hundreds of moderate changes, and they have in fact major structural changes. In 1994, for instance, the firm announced a major restructuring plan, Ford 2000, which was intended to integrate all Ford's vast international operations into a single unified structure by the year 2000. Well, as we talk about it, there are contemporary landscape services, resident owner, and we can talk about Mark Ferguson, we can talk about the others as I go into the details of the next video.